All right, today we are talking about how to feel whole, or how to feel whole again, how to feel complete, how to feel fulfilled. Isn't that going to feel great? How is it we can do some amazing and sometimes unexplainable things, like heal our own bodies by the power of our thought? Mother's intuition, the law of attraction. Can we really tap into our subconscious mind? Can we really create our own realities? It begs the question, are we novice gods? Okay, today we're talking about how to feel whole again. Throughout this whole series, we are challenging our beliefs because we want to get rid of the limiting beliefs that are holding us back and embrace the beliefs that allow us to become the best full version of ourselves. So if you're in a place right now, or if you've ever been there where you feel empty, you feel dissatisfied, you feel discouraged. Discouragement, oh boy, that's a horrible, horrible thing. I've been there. I was there for so many years. And I'll share just a little experience with you, and maybe you can say, yes, that's how I felt. That's where I'm at. And then I'll share with you 3 ideas for how to get out of that. Okay, so for years, I felt like my life didn't have a purpose. My life didn't have meaning to it. I remember I worked in the creative field. I worked in advertising for a number of years, and then I got into short films and commercials and things, and would help. I'd use my creative abilities to help other people. This is my dream that I'd had all my life, and yet, as I was doing this, as I was living the American dream, I felt so dissatisfied. I felt so discouraged. I felt so empty inside, and I couldn't figure out what I could do to feel alive again, to feel fulfilled, to feel complete. And I remember that I would tell my friends this analogy that just kind of seemed to come to my mind, and it was of this goldfish that had jumped out of the bowl, and it was on the white countertop. And so you can just kind of see this really bright goldfish flopping around on this white countertop, just gasping for the kind of breath it needed. That's where I was. I had purpose anxiety. I wanted my life to count. I wanted my life to have meaning, and I did not feel complete where I was. Have you felt something like that? Do you often tell yourself that you are not enough, that you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not thin enough, you're not eloquent enough, you're not popular enough, you're not famous enough, you're not powerful enough? You have all these things where you just feel incomplete, where you don't feel that you're enough. Well, I want to help you get over that. I want you to just, and it really comes down to your beliefs. It comes down to the story that you continually tell yourself. And we need to flip the script. We need to rewrite the story so that it's something that is completely helpful to us. So the first thing that I want you to know is that you have power. Recognize that you have power. You can change these stories that are going through your head. You can flip the script. You can change those and rewrite those in a way that is going to be more powerful and constructive to you. This was kind of a surprise to me. I didn't realize that I had so much power over my beliefs, over my just kind of my reality, really. It is true that we create our own reality, and so much of that is by the stories that we tell ourselves. That really becomes our self-fulfilling prophecy. We are all self-fulfilling prophecies by these stories that we tell. So recognize that you have the power. You have the power to change your beliefs. You can embrace new beliefs, and you can even try out new beliefs. Put them on like a nice warm sweatshirt and see which beliefs resonate with you, which ones help you, and which ones hold you back. Throughout this whole documentary series, I just, give you different ideas for things that you can believe in. Try them on. Try out this idea that maybe you are a child of God and therefore you have His creation power. How does that feel? Anyway, you have the opportunity, whatever you believe about yourself, whatever story you tell about yourself, you can change that. And that leads right into the idea number 2, which is to change your identity. And that doesn't mean go down and get a new license and rewrite and get a new name or anything like that. What it means is change what you believe about yourself. The stories that you tell yourself. I'm slow, or I'm lanky, or, I'm divorced, or I'm fat, or I'm, not athletic, or any of those things where you tell yourself, you create this identity over things that you are not, or things that you feel that you lack. And when you become your self-fulfilling prophecy, because you tell yourself this over and over and over again, that's when you really start to spiral down, because you get stuck in this identity that does not serve you. If you tell yourself you're shy, you're going to be shy. If you tell yourself you're confident, you can grow into confidence. The more you remind yourself of these things, the more you program your subconscious mind, the more your subconscious mind is going to embrace that. And because of your creative powers, your creation powers, you are going to be able to manifest that in your life. But it starts with changing your identity. It starts with flipping the script, stopping those stories that you tell yourself, and allowing yourself to have this new identity. Now, the third step that I want to share with you is that you can make progress. Harvard did this study. I like Harvard studies. They're great stuff. Anyway, they did this thing. You can Google it if you want. It's called the Harvard Progress Principle. And they found that the people that were happiest and most successful were people who made consistent progress in meaningful work. Now, the cool thing about that is you get to decide what is meaningful. And if you are making consistent progress in this, you're going to feel happy, you're going to feel fulfilled, you're going to feel whole, you're going to feel like you are making a contribution. And you can make a contribution. So those are 3 steps that you can do to help yourself feel whole again, feel complete, feel like your life matters, like it has purpose, like there is meaning to it, and even meaning in the challenges that you face. So I wanted to share those 3 ideas with you, and just kind of help you understand that the story that you tell yourself, the identity that you have created around yourself and that you hold on to, we can change those. We can let some of those things go and embrace new ideas, and pick the ideas that will help us live the happiest, most fulfilling lives we can imagine. What if you are a God in the making? What if there is purpose to your life, meaning in your challenges? May you have the courage, power, and faith to become everything you were meant to be. Connect with me at scottwilhite.com. Don't forget to click to subscribe.